Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment's precious when held up to the light. Every heart's connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me every step is holy. Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment's precious when held up to the light. Every heart's connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment's precious when it's held up to the light. Every heart's connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown us every step is holy.
We're shining awfully brightly today, aren't we? I wonder if anyone else has noticed the glow in the room? Did you notice when you all walked in that the sense of love just filled the room from the rafters right down to the ground? It felt like love surrounding us, and not only surrounding us, but supporting us, but holding us, guiding us, loving us. So I just know that everyone who is here today is a blessing in this space, is a blessing to this group. Every single one is perfection on two legs, spirit on two legs, God walking around in human skin. Oh, it feels so good to recognize how holy we are. how sacred, how wonderful this service is because of what we bring. Indeed, dear God, a holy, holy moment. And so it is.
No, I'm not Russell. But he sent the words to me, so I'm going to use them. One of them is mine to honor my husband, Don, who's at home, for the father he's been. He sang this song to me at our wedding. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. Lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith because you believed. I'm everything I am because you loved me. That's Celine Dion. From Desmond Tutu. Do a little bit of good where you are. It is those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world. From Mitch Albom. Sometimes when you sacrifice something nice, you're not really losing it. You're just passing it on to someone else. And from our dearly beloved Ernest Holmes. Let us be happy to begin right where we are and grow.
Russell sent these lovely words of welcome for our dear Reverend Patrick Soran.
Oh, yes.
Reverend Patrick Soran has a simple goal. He wants to express important and profound wisdom with the lighthearted, easy-to-understand words. He's a minister who loves to give that Sunday sermon that leaves you feeling better about yourself and your place in the world. He wants you to see the beauty and feel the joy that is all around us. Not that he doesn't take the world seriously. Reverend Soran has experienced both addiction and depression, but he believes that we can all enjoy a little bit of the wonder that life on earth offers up each and every day. Welcome.
Good afternoon. I'm Patrick, and I'm a depressed alcoholic. I'm so happy to be with you today, here with you today. I love this book, Holy Moments. I hope that you all have picked it up and scanned through it or looked at it or read it. My charge today is to talk about chapter 2. And in chapter 2, what it says right at the top, a holy moment is a single moment in which you open yourself to God. You make yourself available. You set aside personal preference and self-interest, and for one moment, you do what you prayerfully believe God is calling you to do. A holy moment is a single moment, not a day, a week, a month, or even a whole hour. It's just one moment. Are you open in this moment? Have we opened our heart? Oh, I brought my heart. Are you open to the Spirit of God today? To this, so a holy moment is a bit of time when there's something happening, and in that something that's happening is an invitation for us to step in and do something wonderful. That's all it is. There's something wonderful that's happening. We say yes to the universe, and we offer our hand, and we help. I have a couple of stories. While standing in line at Dollar General, there were two young ladies in front of me checking out. A lady was behind me, and a gentleman behind her. The young ladies were searching purses and pockets to come up with enough to pay for their purchases. As I was pulling my wallet out to help, the gentleman walked around all of us and put his card in the machine to pay for all of it. He said to them, I've been where you are. All I ask is that when you can, pay it forward. As it happens, the girls were buying supplies for a surprise party for their mom. It's just so simple. We see something and we step into it. I want to tell you about a friend of mine. His name is Frank. And Frank grew up in North Dakota, and when he's about my age, and when he was growing up, when he was about 6 or 7 years old, he was in North Dakota. How white is North Dakota? So white. And just as he was about 6 years old, an African-American couple moved in. Can you imagine how difficult it was for them? They couldn't really find jobs. They had the money for a down payment, but no bank would make them a loan. They couldn't buy a house in North Dakota, a place we think of as being welcoming. As it turns out, they needed child care. They had just had a baby, but they couldn't find anyone to give child care. So my friend's mother offered to babysit the baby 5 days a week for no charge. The only thing she asked was, when you bring the baby over in the morning, will you please take my son to school and drop him off? And that was my friend. So he got to spend every morning of the rest of that year, about another 8 months, learning about this really cool black man in North Dakota. And the baby got child care. And I think that's the whole lesson of this, is win-win. How do we open ourselves and make ourselves available to a win-win situation? I have another moment. It's a personal moment. It's a deeply holy moment for me. Many years ago now, I was in really bad shape. I had been drinking pretty well constantly for a couple years, and I went out one night to drink, and it wasn't any different than any other night, but I was miserable in the morning. I called Alcoholics Anonymous, and I said, do you have a gay... No, I'm going to hold it like an iPhone, okay? Do you have a gay meeting? And they said, oh, honey, of course we do. And the woman went and looked up the gay meeting, and she gave me the address, 545 1430 Lafayette. So probably at 4, at least a half an hour early, because I'm early for everything. I went, I tried the door, it was locked. I thought, well, thanks. Thank you, God. So I finally show up for AA to get some help, and the door is locked. So I went to the phone, I dropped in. How much would I have put in the phone? I love a dime. Don't you miss dimes? I love dimes. So I put in a dime and I said, blah, 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 blah. She said, well, it's supposed to be there. Why don't you go back over and see? Well, sure enough, I went over and I walked down the alley, and there was the garage and there was this door. And I opened the door, and there was a circle of about 20 people. And right in front of the door was one empty seat. That was a holy moment for me, because I know I would never have walked in front of all of those people to take my place in AA that day. But it was a holy moment. Will anyone who's had a holy moment raise their hand? I knew it. I knew it. Everybody here has had a holy moment. And what do they feel like in our body? Tingles. Scared? Say why, if you don't mind. Lack of confidence. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. That's the thing. We feel good afterwards. How many of us have a sense of dread or fear or panic as we step into something that's new and different? By the way, you spoke beautifully this afternoon. Thank you for doing that. Yeah. Well, holy moments are important, and we need to pay attention to them. and thank you. And what I wanted to do today was offer some additional ideas and things, practices that have been running around in my life for the last couple of months that raise my level of consciousness, just like a holy moment does. It raises our level of consciousness. It makes us tingle. It makes us pringle. It makes us feel good. So I have several of them I'd like to share with you. The first is called a glimmer. A glimmer is something that is simple, it's beautiful, it attracts us, and it makes us feel wonderful. So a few weeks ago, I was walking the dog, Applejack, and we're circuitousing the park, and it's really warm, and we're walking and walking and walking, and then we step into the shade of some cottonwood trees. And it's cool. And there's a breeze. And then I notice this is a moment, a holy moment, a glimmery moment to take hold of. And then I listen. Did you ever listen to the cottonwood trees? Yeah, go out and do that if you haven't. They make the most beautiful rustle. I hope that my ashes end up under a cottonwood tree or an aspen tree, just so I can listen to that for eternity. What a glimmer. And then at another time, the dog, Applejack, he's an Australian something or other. I don't know what he is, but he's very aloof. I call him the prince. He's a beautiful dog, but he couldn't care less if I'm in the room. Doesn't care. So I've gotten used to that. That happens. It's not the end of the world. One day I was sitting on the sofa and he's sitting curled up over in the end, and I'm doom scrolling on my telephone, reading, and I look down and his head is on my leg. It's the simple things in life, isn't it? A simple glimmer. So I stopped right then. I didn't keep doom scrolling. I put the phone down and I just listened to the dog breathe. I'm going to say it a little differently. I listened to God breathe. Just be in that moment and hear what's going on around us and attach ourselves to us. And an openness happens to us. The other one is ancient Buddhist wisdom. It's sit down and stop thinking. Well, I want to say sit down and shut up, but that didn't sound very polite. So sometimes we're so busy and we're so frantic and we have so much going on in our lives that what? The idea is to just sit down and stop thinking. Now, we think if we're meditating, that means a lot, doesn't it? That means I'm going to sit in a certain place. I have to light a candle, light an incense, say a prayer, get situated just perfectly, then close my eyes and whatever. However we do it, it's a big, complicated thing. In the sit up and stop thinking mode, we just sit down and stop thinking. It takes 1.1 seconds. We just calm that mess in our minds and just take a few breaths and let it relax. Let it relax. And just be in it. Just be with the calmness of our inner spirit. God within is so calm and so gentle. Its guidance is just a light touch. It's like a feather guiding us. And we can tap right into that. The third thing I have for you today is to stop struggling. Don't we struggle a lot? I have to tell you, I was closing the drapes the other day. I was opening the drapes the other day, and I have two little wall sconces. That's a light on the wall, and I knocked off one of the wall sconces. And I was like, oh, great. Now I need to stop what I'm doing and prepare and fix that light. And I didn't have time. So you know what I did? This stop struggling is a button that's on the back of our head. Do you see my stop struggling button? It's right there. Oh, yeah. So I pressed my stop struggling button, and I just walked out of the room. I let that light fixture that needed doing on the floor. I left a chore on the floor. Maybe that's what we should call this, chore on the floor. And then the next day I came back to it and I got to looking at it and I realized that, well, I came in with a screwdriver, and does this ever happen to you? You think, I'm going to need a screwdriver, and I grab a screwdriver and I go in to do the chore and I have the wrong screwdriver. So then I went out to get the other screwdriver, and I got the other screwdriver, and then I started to unscrew and do this and that and the other, and then I realized I was going to need a level to make sure that this one was the same height as that one. Oh, I don't. So you know what I had to do? Press my struggle button. And once I pressed, oh, that feels good right today. Once I pressed my struggle button, I just processed through that chore. I got the thing set at the right height. I put in the little plastic dinguses that you have to put in. Oh, and they pulled right back out. Thank you, Lord. So then I had to go and get more. But I was in the flow, and it felt comfortable, and it felt fine. Stop struggling. When I'm in traffic, I sometimes don't realize that it's going to take me exactly the same length of time to get to where I'm going in traffic, whether I'm happy about it or not. So I choose happiness. I stop struggling. Same thing on the airplane. How many times have I strived and pushed and asked for upgrades and wanted to get in the head of the line and blah, 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 blah. And guess what? We all know this. We get in the plane the same time, we land at the same time. And guess what? My luggage always gets held up. Okay, now I know it. I can handle that. We just stop struggling. It feels so good because all that outer stuff is just outer stuff. But what we're made of is inner spiritual stuff. And we just sit with it. We just be with it. And now comes my favorite little tip or trick, my favorite holy moment. Are you ready? It's called humming. Does everyone here know what humming is? Yeah? Humming actually, apparently they've been doing testing on humming. Backed by recent research, the practice known as Brahmari Pranayama has been shown to reduce stress and improve heart health significantly, according to Psychology Today. Actually, humming has some pretty amazing health benefits. While you're humming, you're creating nitric oxide in the void of your mouth, which helps. And guess what else? It stimulates the Vedic nerve. Does anyone know what the Vedic nerve is? That's that long nerve that goes down the back and spreads out into all the pieces and parts. Humming celebrates helps our Vedic nerve. So, you know what's coming, don't you? Yeah. Okay, so let's all hum together. Hum a tune. Very nice. Now, what if we decided to all sing the same tune? That would be co-creating harmony in the room. Who has a song they'd be willing to hum in front of a gathering of like-minded people? Come on up.
Oh, this Karen. Oh, yes.
You want to? No? Okay. I'll do it then.
Okay.
It's the easiest thing in the world. We're all going to hum a song together. And I'll bet everyone here knows the song. And we're just going to open our hearts and fall into harmony. And if you feel like it, look around and notice that we're all on the same wavelength, and spiritual energy and all of that is all just working for us. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. 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 I'll bet anything when you got up and thought of coming to church this morning, you had no idea you'd be humming Silent Night. And thank you for joining in and jumping on that bandwagon. That's all I have today. Thank you all for being here.
Patrick, I think you're absolutely wonderful.
Oh,
Don't
thank you,
all?
Karen.
Yes,
You
really.
too.
Do you ever feel lost? Wind blown and tossed, looking to find the right thing to do. Stop and listen. You'll hear God whispering to you. And do you ever feel tired? Kind of uninspired, wondering which road you're gonna take. Listen for the moment to know what choice you've got to make. Well, if we listen to our heart and trust our souls, our hearts will help us through dark times. Isn't that right? Show you the way to go. Yes, indeed. Our heart will let you know you're not wrong, you're right where you belong. Our hearts join forces with the divine. Give love, be love, one heart, one mind. You can tell God's with you all the time. Listen with your heart. Trust your soul. Your heart will guide you through hard times. Show you which way to go. Your heart is gonna lead you on. Let you know you're right here where you belong. Your heart will tell you the deepest truth. A touch or a whisper talking to you.